It's on.
I'm taking antibiotics, Gatorade. I guess I'm not so good in taking care of myself. Just like a little medicine. My mother was a pharmacist. Right.
One, two, one, two. Okay. Thank you, Sean.
Sorry, I didn't notice it sooner.
No worries. One, two, one, two, one, two. One, two. One, da, da, ba, dum, bum, bum. Okay, yeah, this is good. Ish. Make it work. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Sing with me. Ya la 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 la. הנה מה טוב,
הנה מה טוב,
ומה נעים,
ומה נעים,
שבת אחים,
שבת אחים,
גם יחד,
גם יחד.
הנה מה טוב,
הנה מה טוב,
ומה נעים,
ומה נעים,
שבת אחים,
שבת אחים,
גם יחד.
גם יחד.
Ya na 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 הנה מה טוב,
הנה מה טוב,
ומה נעים.
ומה
Let me hear you.
נעים,
שבת אחים,
שבת אחים,
גם יחד.
גם יחד.
הנה מה טוב,
הנה מה טוב,
ומה נעים.
ומה נעים,
שבת אחים,
שבת אחים,
גם יחד.
גם יחד.
Na 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 na
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We welcome all of our special guests who have joined us from out of town. So happy you could be with us for this special Shabbat. I'm going to ask everybody to stop talking and find a seat as we breathe in the peace and sweetness of Shabbat and breathe out the stress and traffic and worries of the week that's passed. This Shabbat is our special Shabbat, which is known as Shabbat Siyum, which means the Sabbath of conclusion. And it's when we honor our graduating seniors, many of whom have been with us since they were babies. We also honor our 11th and 12th graders who participate in our two fellowships, the Teen Justice League and the Israel Fellowships. We also honor our leads who help to lead in our youth program, and our outgoing and incoming Beshti board. This Shabbat, we also celebrate the bar mitzvah of Jeremy Samick, and that is a lot of celebrating. So this week, our Torah portion and more speaks about the holy festivals Many of the festivals are written about in this week's Torah portion that are on the Jewish calendar. And they teach us that we should mark time, because one of the ways we sanctify time and make it holy is by paying special attention to it. We do it every week on Shabbat. Tonight especially, we mark holy time for Shabbat Siyum, for our students, and this transition in their lives. It's my pleasure to invite up Jeremy and his parents for the kindling of the Shabbat candles, which will be on page 2.
You can join your parents just with the lighting. Yeah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
Vayhi Erev, Vayhi Voker, Yom HaShishi.
And there was evening and there was morning, the 6th day.
Vayhulu Hashamayim v'charetz, v'hal seva, v'cho Elohim b'yom hashvi'i, melakto asher asa, v'yishbot b'yom hashvi'i, mikol melakto asher asa. Vayavorech Elohim et Yom HaShvi'i, v'kadesh oto, ki bo Shabbat mikol melakto, asher barach Elohim la'asot.
The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the 7th day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the 7th day from all of the work that God had done. And God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hadafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho Ve'ahava uvratzon hinhilanu zikaron le'maaseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila le'mikra et kodesh ze'eher litziat mitzrayim kivanu baharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodsheha ve'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabat.
Amen. Beautiful, Jeremy.
And L'chaim.
Chaim.
And I'm going to ask all of us to turn in our prayer books to page 6. And let's read together at the bottom of the page. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who are hungry for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and a more meaningful life. We continue with Lecha Dodi, page 20 and 21, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And it is our custom on the last verse, not the first verse, but the last verse, to rise and to turn toward the doors and to welcome Shabbat.
Ay, 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 lecha dodi, ay, 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 likrat kala, ay, 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 b'nei Shabbat, ay, 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 nekabela, ay, 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 lecha dodi, ay, 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 likrat kala, ay, 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 b'nei Shabbat, ay, 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 nekabela, וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד שמו אחד, שמו תפארת לתהילה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, בכוח ומחה, לראש מקדם לסוכה, עשה במחשבה תחילה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, התעוררי התעוררי כי באורך, קומי אורי, אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה. אוי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה, איי 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 לך דודי, איי 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 לקראת כלה, איי 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 בני שבת, איי 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 נקבלה.
We remain standing and turn to page 28 for the call to worship Baruch Hu.
Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruchu et Adonai המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך, לעולם ועד, לעולם ועד, Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
Please be seated. We read together on the bottom of page 32. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadevarim ha'elech asher anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha vedibarta bam veshiftecha bevetecha uvleftecha vaderech uvshofbecha uvkumecha uchartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot meinenecha uvtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvishareha leman tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeiti ethem me'eretz Mitzrayim Le'yot lahem Elohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
Beautiful.
Mazel tov to Jeremy and to his entire family. He becomes bar mitzvah tomorrow. We're so proud of you. You're going to be great. And then Sunday he becomes a rabbi. So it's just beautiful, beautiful. We continue on page 40 with Micha Mocha.
La 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 la. כמוך באלים אדוני, כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו. Adonai yimloch olam va'ed Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la lai la 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 lai lai la 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 lai la 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 lai la la lai la 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 lai כמוך באלים אדוני, כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה.
We've now reached the point in our service where we get to have a little bit more of an intimate conversation with the divine through the Amidah, our standing prayer. So I invite you to rise as you are able and turn to page 46 as we'll chant the Amidah together, and then you'll have some time for personal prayer utilizing the words on the page or those in your heart.
אדוני שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם, בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל, מכלכל לחיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. We continue with May the words Hiyu L'Ratzon on page 62 in your prayer book. May the words of my mouth and the meditations, you're singing right in key, I love it, of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O God. my rock and my redeemer. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O God, my rock and my redeemer.
We'd now like to take the opportunity to provide a prayer for those in our lives who are in need of healing, healing of the body, healing of the mind, as well as healing of the spirit. And so if there's anyone who is on your heart this evening who could use a little bit of extra love, a little bit of extra prayers, I invite you to share their name out loud in just a moment, as well as we continue to also pray for those hostages held in Gaza who could use a very speedy release and very speedy healing. Please share the names out loud of those you're thinking of. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, who heals the sick. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. This is arguably one of my favorite Shabbats of the year. This is the Shabbat that I get to kvel with such pride over our amazing teens here that I have the honor and pleasure and joy of working with throughout the year. We have amazing programs and fellowships and youth group events galore in which these students partake. It thrills and excites me to see how engaged our youth are in all of these teen programs. I will begin with the honor of the Rabbi Leon Kronish Award for Outstanding Leadership, as it is named for Temple Beth Shalom's founding senior rabbi and given to an exceptional high school student each year. The award recognizes a senior who has gone above and beyond in their service to Temple Beth Shalom and to our community, and who exemplifies qualities that we cherish most in our leaders. Every single one of you seniors here has a special place in my heart, and all of the seniors who could not make it tonight as well, we're thinking of you. Every one of you has contributed to and been engaged with Temple Beth Shalom in such a profound way. The honor of the Leon Kronish Award in 2024, 5784, is someone that we have chosen who has been actively committed in the youth as a youth leader throughout his experience at Temple in a rich and variety of TBS programs, educational opportunities, trips, and community building, as well as participated in a 2-year fellowship. I present the award to Owen Basner. Owen was not able to be with us tonight. His sister is in the back. Owen was not able to be with us this evening. However, he is absolutely deserving of this award, and I want to give him this honor so you can all let him know what I said about him. He has been my intern. He has participated in every single educational opportunity through confirmation, including 2 years as a Justice Fellow, and he was our sole teenager at the Mini Veshti retreat this year, and he helped us so much. He is amazing. He so deserves this, and Owen, I just want to say a big, hearty mazel tov. I would now like to honor the Israel Fellows. It has been a true pleasure to lead and learn alongside our teens in 11th and 12th grade this year who have participated in our Israel Fellowship. We would like to especially thank our donors, the Zinn family and the Dubrow family, for their generosity in making this fellowship possible. This has been quite a year to be an Israel Fellow. From the tragedies of October 7th to the war that has been ongoing since then, while the students have learned about Israel's rich history and development, we have spent significant time, many hours, learning about current events and discussing and debriefing this time in which we are living. Most of them had the opportunity to participate in our fellowship trip to Los Angeles. Some highlights from that trip were meeting a survivor from the Nova Festival and visiting a college campus at a Hillel, meeting with college professionals and talking to students about what's going on and how to navigate this troubling time as they move into their future. They have demonstrated their passion for Israel and its strong ties to their Jewish identity. I would like to thank all of them for their engagement in this fellowship and their passion for Israel. I am certain that they will each represent the Jewish people with pride as they continue to have these important conversations. This year's Israel Fellows, if you are in the room, I invite you to stand. Please rise. Sierra Rosen, Jaden Zeitz, Caleb Shemansky, Ethan Simon, Colton Weissman, Jaden Simpkins, Riley Rosenzweig, Natanya Rogoff, Joey Oppenheimer, Jed Hoffman, Lauren Hersfeld, Alyssa Braffman, Ryan Bienstock, Allegra Steen, Sabrina Dreyfus, Zelma Dofek, Ari Bennett, and Paul Gould. Thank you. You may be seated.
I would now like to take the opportunity to thank and honor our second fellowship, the Justice League, a fellowship for 11th and 12th graders who want to deepen their relationship to Judaism and social justice. And I would like to thank the Namid Family Foundation for your support of this fellowship. Through monthly classes, our Justice League fellows engage in learning sessions focused around different areas of injustice and inequity. This year, some of the things that we've learned about include climate justice, gun violence prevention, racial justice, and reproductive justice. We began our year asking ourselves big questions, like who am I, and what makes justice work Jewish, in order to better understand how identity impacts our personal understanding of justice work. We then explored each topic through the lens of Jewish history and Jewish text. The fellows also try on different ways of being an activist, through direct service, through community organizing, and through lobbying their legislatures. Through additional monthly service learning trips, the Justice League fellows are exposed to different communities and organizations throughout Miami to learn how to become advocates and activists locally and beyond. Their commitment to Tikkun Olam, to repairing the world and making it a better place, is evident in their dedication to the fellowship throughout this year. So if you're a Justice League fellow, I invite you to please rise, and I'd like to share their names out loud. This year, those who have completed Justice League, there's definitely more than one of you in the room. Let's see. There we go. I know there's a couple. This year we honor Owen Basner, Matthew Clark, Izzy Lieberperson, Stella McClaney, Ryan Meltzer, Logan Moskowitz, Jack Nelson, Maya Racklin, Sloan Reese, Sasha Rosenthal, Riley Seppin, Aiden Shemansky, Drew Tobin, Zach Zimmerman, and Hannah Zuckerman. I want to thank you all so much for making it an incredible first year for me with the Justice League.
It is now my pleasure to honor our seniors who are here with us this evening. Each of you will receive a mezuzah to hang in your next place of residence. And if you send me your address, we'll also send you the scroll that belongs inside. I also want to say a special thank you to the parents who have ensured the future of Judaism by instilling Jewish values in your children. We hope that each time you pass through the entrance of your home and you pass this mezuzah, you will remember the mitzvot, all of the commandments, and be strengthened in your Jewish identity as a proud Jewish person moving about the world. And don't forget that you always have a home here with us, so please visit often. We'll now hear from a few representatives of our seniors who are here tonight. I invite all of our seniors up to the bima. Whether you're speaking or not, you're welcome to come up.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom. Since I can remember, I've been a member of Temple Beth Shalom. My love for Judaism first started with Hebrew school, then studying for my bat mitzvah, confirmation, and now Israel Fellows. Judaism is extremely important to me, and I'm so grateful that I was able to participate in all of these groups at Temple. I have one memory that stuck with me from confirmation. We had a Holocaust survivor, Alan Hall, speak to us and tell us his story. And that touched me so much because I recently just came back from the March of the Living, where Alan was one of the survivors with us. Alan told us his story again in Poland, but this time he told us the story in the place that he hid for 2 years. This was so impactful and truly shaped my March of the Living trip. Going to Auschwitz and all the different concentration camps in Poland was a complete eye-opener. I have always been taught about the Holocaust, but to be in the places where millions of my ancestors were slaughtered really changed the way I see things. Being part of Temple Beth Shalom has solidified my Jewish identity, and it couldn't be more important than right now, as I am going off to college. I want to thank everyone who has helped me get to where I am today, especially Rabbi Loibin and my parents.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Jaden Simpkins, and Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Temple Beth Shalom has been a consistent safe space to me as I've grown up and has played a major role in shaping my Jewish identity. When my family joined when I was 8 years old, I was always so excited for the holidays because the kids' ceremony was always so much fun. As I grew a bit older, my parents told me I had to attend the adult ceremony, and I was even more excited because I felt very mature. I felt a sense of community here unlike any other place, where people wanted to be together, support each other, and feel a sense of pride in their Judaism. I felt especially connected when I was preparing for my bat mitzvah. Having the support and help from my cantor, rabbi, and community members for one of the most important days of my life meant so much to me. Through that experience, I was able to study and chant Parashat Yitro, learn more about my religion, spend more time at temple, and feel proud of myself for completing the task of becoming a woman. For my bat mitzvah project, I spent time and learned from the traumatic stories of David Schachter, a Holocaust survivor. The summer after my sophomore year, I attended Alexander Muss High School in Israel, which was a life-changing experience for me. I felt so drawn and connected to Israel and was eager to expand my knowledge on the country even after the program. This led me to join the Israel Fellowship at Temple Beth Shalom for the past 2 years. Every other Wednesday of the school year, I have gotten to come to Temple, spend time with my friends in the Jewish community, and listen to the valuable lessons that Rabbi Loibin has taught us. I have learned so much about how to be an ally for Israel and the Jewish people. I've also learned about what it means to be Jewish and how proud I should be. I'm so grateful for everything Temple Beth Shalom has brought to my life and will certainly be flying home from college to spend the Jewish holidays here. Thank you.
So let me just pull it up here. Hello, Temple Beth Shalom, family members and friends. My name is Jed Hoffman, and I'm the newest member of the group as I just joined this year. Even though my time here has been short, it was sweet. During the time we spent in Los Angeles on our social justice trip, I formed bonds with friends that I hope to keep for life. But more importantly, learned about issues going on throughout the country and even the whole world. We learned about homelessness and drug abuse, as well as how the power of second chances can grant, or the power that second chances can grant someone. Even if someone seems like a lost cause, there's always a chance they can turn around with the power of a second chance. The bi-weekly meetings held here in this temple also helped me to learn more about what is happening in Israel. Even though I'm on all the social medias, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, I try not to use them as credible news sources for obvious reasons. So I find myself trusting the people here much more than I do on any app on my phone. I just wanted to say a big thank you to all those a part of Temple Beth Shalom and that have contributed to my learning. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, friends and family of my wonderful temple. Through my time as an Israel Fellow, hello, my name is Jaden Zaitz. Through my time as an Israel Fellow, I have made countless memories I will cherish for the rest of my life. One of my favorites being when we spent a day with Bishop Woods on our civil rights trip around the southern United States last year. Having the opportunity to meet and speak with a man that has as much wisdom as he has meant a lot to me, and I'd like to thank the temple for giving me that opportunity. Other than making a bunch of memories, fellowship has been super valuable to my commitment to Judaism and Israel. Although I've never actually been to Israel, it has felt I've lived there for 5 years. I hope to visit Israel in my future so I can experience what we have talked about in all our meetings. I'd like to thank Rabbi Loyman, Seth, Rabbi Jacobs, and everyone else a part of my time at Beth Shalom. L'chaim. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Joseph Oppenheimer. It's nice to see you guys this evening. So I like to start off by saying I'm not originally from this temple. I'm from Temple Menorah across the pond. And the reason I ended up joining Israeli Fellowships is, number one, I was transferring from Mass to Beach High. So I didn't really know a lot of people outside of Jed, Ethan, and Jaden in the program. And I was nervous, but I found it very welcoming. I also joined for community service, but mainly for this. And so when I got here, I was nervous, but I made so many friends. The wonderful people to my right, the wonderful people that aren't here today, the wonderful rabbi to my left and my right. And they've been very welcoming. And I knew I found a home from a specific memory when I was I believe we're in Memphis, and we were having a discussion that night, and I was sitting on my chair, and it broke. It shattered. Everyone laughed at me, which is fine. That makes sense. I broke the chair. And I knew at that point I made a lot of friends, and it was a great experience for me. But that's not all Israeli Fellowship taught me. It also taught me a lot about topical issues in Israel today. And it not only taught me what to think about it, but how to research and think about it, which is very important, especially because it gave me very inside information. We got to speak to survivors from the Nova Festival attacks, which was it's an insane story what those people went through. And honestly, without Israeli Fellowships, I wouldn't be as proactive as I am, and it's very helpful to me. All right, thank you guys.
Shabbat Shalom. I'm Ryan Beanstalk. I'm a member of the Israel Fellows. And although Judaism has been a part of my life since I was very young, I went to Jewish elementary school, had a bar mitzvah. I really started building my Jewish identity in high school, starting with confirmation here at Beth Shalom in 9th and 10th grade. And after 10th grade, I went to high school in Israel in the summer and really connected with Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel. And I think coming back from that, it was an easy decision for me to join the Israel Fellows. And since then, I really have only built my Jewish identity, only become more connected to my Jewish community and to the land of Israel. And I really could not be more grateful for everything that the people at Beth Shalom here do to support their teens, the people in my community do to support the youth, because I do think that we are the next generation who are going to be the Jewish leaders. And we went on 2 trips with the Israel Fellowships, one to the South last year, the historic South, where we learned about the civil rights movement through a Jewish lens, which was very empowering, and we spoke with several wise individuals and learned so much from them. And then this past spring break, we went to California, as another one of my peers mentioned, to learn about social justice issues that are going on right here in our United States. And I also just came back from the March of the Living, and having done all that, I really do feel connected to my Jewish identity, and extremely proud to be Jewish as I go on to college. Not only do I feel proud, I also feel prepared, as for the past 2 years, twice a month, I get to come here and just talk about Israel, whether it be history, what's going on currently, various rules in Judaism, things that you have to follow, things that we do follow, things we don't follow. I really am so glad to have had the experience that I've had here. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I feel very prepared and proud to go to college as a Jew.
Hello. Hello, my name is Aiden Szymanski. I was told to prepare something, but I did not, so I'm just going to speak from the heart. Honestly, like, Judaism has been really one of the few constants throughout my life, other than, like, family and stuff. And while my appreciation for my Jewishness has wavered from time to time, I would say I'm probably more proud of being Jewish at this point that I have in a lot of recent years. I'm not sure what that is. It might just be me coming of age, or it might just be me finally finding the value in it. But looking back, I do think I'm very, very grateful to be participating in, or to have participated in so many things with the temple. I was on the Beshti board, and while I don't think I was as prominent of a member as some other people, I enjoyed being on it. And I was part of the Justice League. And as mentioned before, at the beginning of the year, we had a thing where we discussed what justice meant to us. And while over the past months the definition for justice has changed for me, I do think the underlying purpose of justice has remained the same. And I've realized, even if people will not fight for my justice, I can at least fight for their justice, because I want to leave this world better as I entered it. And even if that means helping people that would not help me, at least there's more people being helped than not being helped by me helping them. So yeah, I guess one last thing I'll mention is recently, probably my favorite activity with the temple was when they was participating in the thing of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That was so fun to do. I was not originally meant to be in it, but something happened and then I was in it, and I'm so grateful for that because it was so much fun. And I really hope the temple does more of these things. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ethan Simon. I joined the Israel Fellowship in 11th grade, and to be honest, I kind of joined because I thought it would look good for college and community service. But as I actually joined the fellowship and I learned more about my Jewish origins, I kind of grew and developed more of an understanding of why Judaism is important and why I actually should embrace my Jewish identity.
Our trip to Memphis, our trip to Memphis was an amazing experience where we learned about civil rights, the Holocaust, all sorts of stuff, and kind of put my Judaism into perspective and how like what's happened to our people and how actually significant and real the impacts are. Just seeing everything kind of made it more real, meeting people who have experienced stuff like civil rights, Bishop Woods, for example, actually really, it gave a lot of perspective on issues like that. And then our recent trip to LA had a very similar effect on me, where we learned more about Jewish identity. We learned a lot about the Israel-Palestine conflict and the risks that we're taking in going to college and the kind of fears that we're gonna experience with anti-Semitism and everything. And it kind of made me realize that that's gonna be a real thing that I'm gonna have to deal with, but I'm just gonna, all of us going to college are gonna have to deal with it in some way. And I kind of learned I've kind of learned that I'm gonna have to the realities of the situation in college, and it's gonna help me, I think, get through it easier. But I feel like I have the tools necessary to make it through, and the fellowship's been an amazing experience. I want to thank Rabbi Loiven and everyone else involved. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Caleb Szymanski. I was an Israel Fellow for 2 years. I joined my junior year. I just want to say thank you for the 2 years, and also sorry for not showing up the last 3 months. But I think that the Israel Fellowship is very important because, especially with what's going on right now, you know, the history is writing as we sit here with the Israel-Palestine conflict. I think that, you know, especially the trip, especially the one with the civil rights last year, you know, I can see how that correlates to anti-Semitism, just how racism was in America, and how, you know, needing an Israel Fellowship is important so that way everyone can know, you know about Israel and know about, you know, why it needs to exist and why it is important that the Jewish people have a homeland to live in because, for example, you know, they didn't have anywhere in, say, World War II, and now obviously, you know, you had mass genocide and all of that. So it is, you know, the Israel Fellowship proves why a place like Israel deserves to exist. And, you know, also the LA trip, I think showing that people deserve second chances is very important because, you know, sometimes you screw up and that's just how life is. And sometimes you make a mistake, and second chances prove why you can learn from mistakes and why you can always take a learning experience and make it something positive. So thank you, Rabbi Loiven.
Thank you to our seniors. I have one blessing with you, for you, as you go on your way, if you can come down by me. May you each be strengthened in your journey as you explore and discover different opportunities, different years in your new schools and new experiences. May you be inspired by your Jewish values, your community, and the support of your family and friends and synagogue. May you find beauty in the joys of life and meaning in the struggles. May you each be blessed, and may your spirits strengthen one another, to which we say, Amen.
Thank you.
And I now call up our youth director, Seth Cohen, to speak about yet another one of our programs, our LEADS program.
Shabbat Shalom. As Rabbi said, my name is Seth Cohen. I am the youth director here at Temple Beth Shalom. In addition to our wonderful fellowships that we have for our 11th and 12th graders, we also have a leadership and training program called Beshti Leads, also formerly known as Beshti Madrachol. The Beshti Leads program allows 9th through 12th grade students to work on leadership skills and communication skills, all through working with our elementary age youth groups, Mini and Micro Beshti. These teens have signed up to work with me in the helping of planning, creating, and implementing all of our youth group programs for kindergartners through 5th grade.
And additionally, they get to do monthly workshops with me, learning various skills with how to work with kids, and also things that will transcend even just working with kids. This program's not only really valuable for our teens, it's also something that's really valuable for our elementary age students who get to build those relationships with our teens, not only, and all while our teens are having an amazing experience getting to do this kind of work. So I would like to recognize our Best She Leads participants for the year. We have Owen Basner, Emmy Basner, Carly Breslow, Maya Orovitz, and Zelma Dofek. And I would like to invite up Zelma to speak a little bit about her experience in Best She Leads.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zelma Dofek, and I'm a junior at Beach High, and I'm truly honored to be standing up here today at the end of this challenging year. Over my high school career, I've been an active part in quite a few programs at our synagogue, and as I'm finishing my third year in the Best She Leads program, I can proudly say how incredible it is. Not only is it such a great opportunity for young adults in this community to give back and help guide the growing Jewish leaders of our future, but it provides an essential learning environment for everyone involved. Teens get the chance to collaborate and develop significant leadership skills among themselves because they are given just the right amount of freedom in leading fun activities and programs. I personally have greatly enjoyed my time at each event we hosted for elementary school age kids and have noticed so much development in my ability to teach another person something new. I've always struggled with taking on a leader's role in so many situations growing up, so I'm immensely grateful for this program and helping me flourish and prepare me for collaborative projects that I will certainly endure throughout the course of my life. Also, I found that being around kids allows me to become more grounded while teaching me how to explain a task to someone who's never done something of the sort before. It has been really interesting to interact with each individual student and get a feel for what independent issues they need help with instead of generalizing a set of instructions. The more I work with kids, the more often I come across ones with exceptional precocious talents for certain tasks, and I always find myself blown away at how quickly they learn new things. I do this program for a variety of reasons. Of course, majorly because I love to be involved at the temple, but also because I recognize the extent of benefits that it instills in me without even really noticing. I greatly enjoy how practical it is due to how it fits neatly into my schedule, and participating in it feels more enjoyable than like an obligation. My freshman year, I didn't know much of anything about it when I signed up. It was still called a magical program back then. I just remember being excited to have a fun new community service opportunity with my friends. My favorite things over the years to volunteer at have definitely been the Purim Carnival and the mini Best She retreat at the end of each year. These events are places of such joy that it is guaranteed to put a smile on anyone's face just to be in the vicinity of children having an incredible time. Of course, the teens and kids are not the only part of this program. The staff and clergy have made the most fantastic things happen for us all, and we would not be able to have any of this if it wasn't for them. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Seth, who is in charge of our program and makes each event happen, and to Rabbi Leumann and Rabbi Jacobs, along with the whole temple, for the continuous support. There are so many more great things I could bring up about my time here, but I think I'll just leave it at how truly amazing the community is, and I deeply cherish the connections I have made and will continue to make in my final year of high school. I have to say, one of the most rewarding feelings in this program has been how the more events I go to, the more excited the children are to see me at the next one. Thank you.
Beautiful. It is now my honor to install our Beshti board for the year 2024-2025. It is my honor to call up anyone who is on the Beshti board, either of past or of present. You know who you are. Come on up. For our 9th grade reps, we have Zachary Fernandez and Micah Ressler. 10th grade reps are Kiara Steen and Lexi Weissman. 11th grade reps are Emmy Basner and Hannah Linder. 12th grade rep is Sloan Reese. Our marketing and communications vice presidents are Carly Breslow and Dana Chop. Our membership vice president is Charlotte Mark. Our religious and cultural vice president is Zelma Dofek. Our social action vice presidents are Vanessa Levy and Maya Racklin. Our programming vice presidents are Jack Nelson, Allegra Steen, and Aiden Zimmerman. And finally, our new co-presidents of the Beshti board are Sabrina Dreyfus and Charlie Reese. And now both Seth and I have some blessings as we install you as our new board. It is with great joy and blessing that we welcome you to your new roles as leaders and visionaries for our community. May you be blessed with wisdom and clarity as you make decisions that will shape the future of our youth. May your creativity and enthusiasm inspire meaningful programs and events that bring our community closer together, fostering friendships and connections that will last a lifetime.
May your leadership be guided by compassion, inclusivity, and a deep sense of responsibility. May you always find strength to listen to one another, to support each other, and to work collaboratively towards common goals.
May this year be one of personal growth and communal success. May you experience the joy of service and the fulfillment that comes from making a positive impact in the lives of your peers.
May the values of our faith, kindness, justice, and love be at the forefront of all you do. And may you always feel the support and encouragement of our entire congregation as you embark on this important journey.
Together, let us build a vibrant, dynamic, and welcoming youth group for Temple Beth Shalom and Beshti that reflects the best of who we are and who we aspire to be. Amen.
Amen.
We look forward to seeing all that you do here at Temple. And as we begin to conclude our service, I invite you all to rise and turn to page 282 for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You may be seated.
Mazel tov to all of our graduating seniors and our new Beshti board. We are so proud of all of you, and thank you to Rabbi Loibin, Rabbi Jacobs, and Seth Cohen for your leadership in guiding these beautiful kids to adulthood. We're going to take a moment and turn to page 294 for words of Kaddish. This has been a difficult week for our synagogue as we remember Ella Adler, a 15-year-old who died last Saturday, especially on this Shabbat when we honor our teens. We think about her family and pray for their healing. This week as well, we remember all those who have died in the last 30 days, whose families are in the shloshim of their mourning. We think of Ron Ben Oliel, Samuel Elmowitz, Tibor Hollow, Sally Spindell, and of course, Ella Adler. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing to all who knew them and loved them. This week, we are also remembering the soldiers who perished in Israel: David Shashua, Roi Bet Yaakov, Gilad Aryeh Boim, Daniel Chemu, Ilan Cohen, Ron Yabetz, and Yair Gispain, as well as the hostages whose bodies have been found and returned: Amit Buskila, Shani Luke, Itzik Gilanter, Sutisak Rinthalak, and Sonthaya Ok Harsar. We pray that other hostages will come home alive soon. We think as well of all those whose yortzites are observed on this Shabbat and whose names have been lovingly inscribed in our alcove of remembrance. We think of Samuel Berman, Cantor David Conviser, Jerry Leibowitz, Carol Karzan Mandel, Hyman Maines, Margaret Roth, Milton Shaw, Tamara Sheffman, and Harold Simon. And finally, we remember all those other yortzites that are observed on this Shabbat: Barbara Amder, Sonia Blumenthal, Morris Brown, Cliff Shannon, Leona Garfunkel Costin, Edith Desnos, Herman Dreyer, Ray Gruber, Graham Hawthorne, Rita Hohenberg, Shirley Horwitz, Doris Cardamon, Marvin Liebson, Jason Levinson, Dina Leader, Feiga Burstein Meltzer, Leon Milhauser, Mary Miriam Orphis, Leah Porat, Louis Ross, Edith Stadler, William Stoller, Barry Sugarman, Nettie Unger, Michael Wagner, and Charles Whitney West. If there's anybody among us who is in a period of mourning or observing a yortzeit, and I did not mention the name, I invite you to please rise and share with the congregation and remain standing for words of Kaddish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I invite the whole congregation to please rise. Together, as we just completed observing Yom HaShoah, Yom HaZikaron, we remember all those who perished in the Shoah, who have no one to say Kaddish for them but us. We remember the 30,000 Israeli soldiers who have fallen and are still falling so that we would have a Jewish homeland. We remember all those innocents who are dying in Gaza as well. And we remember the members of our American forces who died protecting our liberties so that we could worship here in freedom today. We take them all into our hearts with our own as we say these words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. V'agala v'yizman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam lomei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei t'kudesha b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei shalama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. May the author of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved here and everywhere. And let us say, Amen. You may be seated. Except for Michael Berman. Michael is going to give some greetings and announcements from our Board of Trustees. Thank you, Michael, for pinch hitting here tonight.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Come on, we can do a little bit better. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I look forward to seeing everybody here again next Friday night. This is a wonderful gathering of our community. As the rabbi said, my name is Michael Berman. I'm a member of the Temple Beth Shalom Board of Trustees. First of all, Mazel Tov to our teens. What an inspiration to us, and their parents. Big round of applause. Very inspirational. And Mazel Tov to the Samick family and Jeremy. Look forward to being called to Torah tomorrow to become a bar mitzvah. You'll do great. You were awesome tonight. I'd just like to highlight a few things that are coming up. Tomorrow, Torah study at 9:30, and love to have a whole bunch of you there with us and have a cup of coffee with us. It's a wonderful discussion every week that we have. And then at 10:30, we've got our Shabbat services, and Jeremy will be called to the Torah. We have our Tot Shabbat also tomorrow morning starting at 10 o'clock. Monday, May 20th at 7 p.m., we have a look at Israeli musician Ark Einstein, a blessed memory, with Mark Baranek via Zoom. Please RSVP on the website. On Tuesday, the 21st at 7 p.m., we have Zionism and Indigenous Peoples Fight for Its Ancient Homeland, led by United States District Court Judge Roy Altman. Again, please RSVP. Wednesday, we have our Board of Trustees annual meeting. All right. So please join us at 7 o'clock. Then please save the date. Friday, May 24th, we have Be Well Shabbat with guest speaker, the Honorable Steve Leifman. And also on Saturday, May 25th, Lag BaOmer, Temple Beth Shalom will be celebrating at Earth and Us Farm with a dinner, a bonfire, and more. And please contact Mark Baranek to join us for that. So for tonight, the Onik Shabbat will be in the sanctuary lobby. The Samick Shabbat dinner is in the Welcome Center, and the Shabbat Siyum dinner is in the social hall. So we've got lots of great food as always. So please check our website, www.tbsmb.org, to learn more about what we're doing. And please join us. It's wonderful for you to all be with us, and it's great to see our community together. So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're going to conclude our service with a prayer for peace, which is so needed in our world right now. So I invite you all to rise for the singing of Oseh Shalom.
Thank you, Vanessa Ressler, for joining me tonight.
Anytime.
Oseh Shalom b'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom b'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu.
Oseh Shalom b'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Oseh Shalom b'Roma,
Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom b'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom b'Roma, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם. שבת שלום, מזל טוב.